Celebrating Black culture in our community. It's something we want to do not just during Black History Month, but year-round. Tomorrow, a community event will take place to do just that. Joining me now to talk about everything you need to know about the Melanin Market and the importance behind it, you have Dawn Curling, the organizer, and Charles Spencer, the parade honoree. Good morning, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right, so let's start with, tell me a little bit about the event. Where's it going on? What should people expect?
The Melanin Market will be located at 1st and A. Philip Randolph Boulevard. The parade will come from Bay Street and head down A. Philip Randolph Boulevard and will, I think it will cut off maybe at Odessa Street. So you would just head on down. If I were you, I would probably take my seat maybe down at the Veterans, close by the fairgrounds or the Veterans Stadium, Coliseum, and walk down to the Melanin Market because that's where all of the excitement is going to be.
Dawn, how did you come up with these parade honorees, including Charles? We'll get to you in a second, Charles, but how did you come up with who was being selected?
Well, because we're honoring Black history, we have African-American pioneers that are within our community that don't always get recognition for the achievements that they've done. So the 58 football team was one of our honorees. They were the first Black school in Florida, in the state of Florida, to win a championship. But because of segregation, they never got recognition until 50 years later. So to me, that is an honor. And they also had Bob Hayes that played on their football team. So that's the reason why we chose the 58 class of Matthew Gilbert or team.
Charles, what's it like to be one of these parade honorees?
Well, I guess everyone, normally people like to get recognition for things they've done. And I guess I'm like most people, I have no problem with that. It's good to be honored. I just say it took a long time to get the recognition. Even when we won the state championship in 1958, it was 30 plus years later before we ever got any recognition here in the city of Jacksonville. But I guess the old saying is better late than never. So we take that.
Charles, what do you want the message to be when people see this parade and really see the team you guys represent? What do you want them to take out of that?
Well, there were a lot of obstacles in our way in becoming a state championship team. Number one, we attended Gilbert High School, which is on the east side. And, like people once said, can anything good come from the east side? And I always remind them that firstly, Jesus Christ came from the east side. Dr. Andrew Robertson, who's acclaimed here in the city, came from the east side. And of course, myself, along with other football players, we played football at Gilbert High School. We didn't even have a football field to practice on. We had to walk from our high school 5 blocks down to where the boys' home was. And it was just sand there. And we practiced in the sand. And so we got a chance to go and play games. We were pretty fast because we would get a chance now to play on a grass field or what have you. So that ended up a negative being a good positive for us, I think. And we just had guys who were gifted with talents and skills, and we put it all together. And we were successful in winning the state championship in 1958. Now, in 1958, I want to make this crystal clear to everyone. I was not a senior or a junior. I was just a sophomore, just in 10th grade. I didn't even play that much football in the actual game, kickoff teams and what have you, stuff like that. But I can say that out of my 3 years of playing football in high school, we went to the state championship twice. My senior year, we went again, but we didn't win that year. Good game. But there are a lot of advantages. I know we don't have much time, so I don't want to take a lot of the time talking about that, but it's great to, at some point in time, be recognized for accomplishments by others. And there will be others on the float tomorrow who were part of the championship team.
So important, that recognition. Dawn, one more time, what time does it start and where can people watch it?
The parade starts at 12 p.m. You can line up anywhere between the Veterans Coliseum and the fairgrounds. They will head down A. Philip Randolph Boulevard to 1st Street. So to get a good seat, I would come about 11:30 and just sit back, bring your lounge chairs, and wait for the excitement to come down A. Philip Randolph Boulevard.
So important. Dawn, Charles, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.